Friday. It is September 25th and time for this week's Friday Funnies. Well, autumn arrived this week and it generated a full moon-like effect in that it really brought out the crazies. I mean, first of all, we had Muammar Gaddafi setting up a camporee on Donald Trump's lawn. Then we got Mackenzie Phillips telling us that she slept with her own dad for 10 years. And then Acorn is suing the people that caught them doing something illegal for catching them doing something illegal. I mean, if this is the type of craziness that happened on the autumnal equinox, imagine the insanity that will ensue when we set the clocks back. But that's a way off, so until that happens, let's take a look at this week's top news stories. Number one, Forest, Mississippi. We're going down there with the police in Forest, Mississippi this week, captured a runaway emu. That's right, they chased it, they tracked it, and they surrounded this emu, and then they brought it down with a taser and put handcuffs on it. Just for the record, an emu, let me just show you here, an emu is a flightless bird and a member of the ostrich family. Now, the last time I saw anybody in the ostrich family, they didn't have any hands, so I don't know exactly what they did with those handcuffs. Maybe they put them on his wings or on his little feet. The question still remains, why would an emu run away to Mississippi? My guess, he was trying to avoid emu hunting season in Alabama. While we are down south, let's travel over to Welford, South Carolina, a charming little town with southern charm and a brand new policy for the police. Mayor Sally Peake issued an order prohibiting police officers from pursuing any suspects on foot. Recently, an officer was injured when he was chasing someone who the mayor described as a guy with a little crack in his pocket. And anyhow, the officer was hurt running him down. So to avoid, because she said he was off work for several days and it cost the taxpayers money. So to avoid any future turned ankles, she has now prohibited the police from chasing anybody on foot. So, if you're in fairly good shape and think that you could outrun a police officer who is standing still, Welford, South Carolina might be the place for your next crime. Best of luck to them. As far as I'm concerned, the environmentalists have now gone too far. I mean, I'm all for saving the rainforest, but now Greenpeace wants us to use recycled toilet paper. Yes, you heard me correctly, recycled toilet paper. They say that the stuff we have now, the fluffy, soft, three-ply toilet paper that we have grown to know and love, is made from old-growth trees. And in order to save those trees, we need to use paper that is recycled from magazines, newspapers, and computer printouts, which I'm guessing would look a lot like this. Now, I'm sorry, but I have to draw the line someplace. I will stand for fiber in my food, but not in my toilet paper. You know, we used to have people who used recycled toilet paper back in the old days. They would use recycled items like catalog pages and corn cobs. They didn't like it, and they died young. So life is hard enough. I'm looking for a little softness in my life. I'm choosing this over this. No wonder people hate Greenpeace. To have that out of me, our final story. Let's go down to Lake Worth, Florida, where a robber broke into Robert Thompson's home late at night. Mr. Thompson's dog started to growl, so he got out of bed, he grabbed his revolver, and before you know it, he had pinned this burglar at bay, held him at gunpoint until police showed up. Two things interesting about this story. Number one, Mr. Thompson is 91 years old and a World War II veteran. Number two, when he got out of bed, he was naked. And when he went to pursue the intruder, it never occurred to him to put any pants on. So when police arrived, they found this 26-year-old drunken intruder being held at gunpoint by a naked homeowner. The intruder was arrested and charged with burglary, and Mr. Thompson at the end said, "Is it chilly out here, or is it just me?" Hey, that's all I have for you this week. Hey, everybody who sent in an entry for last week's contest of Send Me the Biggest Idiot You Could Find in the News, you found an awful lot of them. And everybody who sent in an entry last week is going to receive their copy of The Lawyer's Joke Book. Look for that in your mail. We don't have a contest for you this week other than you tell me this or this. I'll see you next week.